Missions are a way of helping people deliver on big, wicked challenges that don't have a single solution or are owned by a single actor. And so they're a means for collective action, bringing together people that are the users of the problem, who own the problem and can solve it in a way that is more collaborative than ways that we've traditionally tried to tackle policy issues.
So just so I understand concretely, the idea is that you basically get the system into the room, whoever is needed to achieve this mission, whether it's regulators, whether it's legal, different, and not just in government, also actors around government who are involved in it. You get everybody together and you come up with a cohesive strategy and roadmap for how you're going to achieve the mission, correct?
Exactly, exactly. So often I think people get tripped up on this idea of a big mission statement, but you need to take this a step further and create a game plan, or what some people call a theory of change, that talks about, okay, if this is the big goal, then what are the things that we would need to do to break this down into something that's actually deliverable and gives people direction and helps them understand what are we doing, who's responsible for that, and what are those individuals going to do. And so that can include people within government and outside government.
What does accountability look like with this? It's easy to get people into a room and to agree on things. It's a different thing to get them to actually do it and stay accountable to that, particularly when it sits outside of any single entity.
Yeah, so it depends on the mission, of course, because some of them you could imagine would be very government focused. In Canada, if we're doing one on health or education, then you'd imagine you need lots of like provinces and territories and maybe indigenous governments in the room. But if you're doing something around decarbonization of the oil sands, then that would be a big industry focused one. And so often the governance and the approach depends on the type of mission that you want to take. So the OECD has lots of things on our website, including what we call the OECD Mission Oriented Innovation Policy Online Toolkit. And this has cases from around the world. We've identified, I think, maybe almost now 50 cases and over 300 individual missions that you could look at, and the way that they're designed, the way that they're governed, and the way that they're implemented. We have all sorts of reports that can help people. My name's Charles McIvor. I work at the OECD, which is kind of like the United Nations, but more for the economy. And I look at the ways governments design, implement, and govern mission-oriented policies from around the world, helping policymakers when they have tangible problems that we can help them with, but then also writing more academic papers, giving kind of thought leadership in this space.